Yeah, how about you go ahead and reveal to the camera whether it's a penance, a reward, or reconciliation, and then I'll go from there.
Okay, it is a reconciliation, and then, let's see. Oh, it is Batman Forever.
Oh, alrighty then.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Penance or Reward. This is your daily reminder to keep us safe and wear a mask, everybody. This week we are joined by the impeccable, the best man, Tyler LeCount. Thank you for joining us, Tyler.
Of course.
It was lovely to have you. And we watched a lovely movie this week, didn't we?
I think I can reconcile this to be a reward.
Yeah.
I guess it's a little early in the review to say that, but...
It's certainly so. We watched Batman Forever this week. And Tyler, you were visited by the Bat himself. Go ahead and give us kind of a brief summary. What was Batman Forever about?
Okay, so Batman Forever is the third in a movie franchise, but it is the first with Val Kilmer as Batman. Basically what's happening is Two-Face is robbing a bank, and then Batman comes to stop him and saves like the whiniest guard of all time. And then after this, Batman meets Dr. Chase Meridian, Nicole Kidman, who is just like horny from the get-go. Then Batman as Bruce Wayne goes to work and he meets Edward Nygma, who basically becomes a villain after one rejected proposal. Two-Face attacks the circus, which is a weird place to take somebody on the first date, I would say. He kills all of Robin's family, so now we're up to 2 origin stories in this movie. 3 if you have the Two-Face flashback. Robin moves in with Batman, but of course he doesn't know he's Batman yet. And then eventually becomes Robin when they need to rescue Dr. Chase Meridian after the Riddler and Two-Face figure out who Batman is.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it. Did you like the movie, Tyler?
Yeah, no, I like it. It's always fun. I think the Joel Schumacher movies get like an unnecessarily bad rep, because like they're not that much campier than the Tim Burton ones. He was aware of like the camp that he was adding to it. It was like very much intentional.
Yeah, I agree. This movie does get a bad rap. We've just recently watched Batman 1989, and you just recently watched
Batman Returns.
Batman Returns, and I thought this movie was a heck of a lot more interesting than Batman 1. Not only the villains being more interesting, even if this one a little too far in goofiness.
They're just goofing the whole movie.
They're just having a good time.
You can see you're a genius.
It was very exciting when Batman showed up on screen because he was going to do something weird.
Well, that's another thing. You talked about the Burton films. In those movies, I feel like Batman doesn't really get to do too much besides just stop the bad guy. In this one, we got some fun Batman stuff. We got him solving riddles.
Yeah.
We got him having Robin around the house. We got Robin doing laundry.
That was arguably one of the scenes that stood out to me, is Robin doing laundry. It was badass.
He's a billionaire in the 90s. He would have a dryer by then, I would think.
That's a good point.
I love that in his office, when he says chair, he goes through the floor.
Chair.
Matt was out of the room when that happened. I paused the movie and I showed him to it because I was like, whoa. Because you can see on the screen in the reflection, it says he's going 200 and some miles per hour. I was like, what?
I feel like I was going to say
You had a moment on the tip of your tongue. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
Was it the guy when Batman flies through the glass and he goes, Batman! Ah! This movie was decent in character building. I mean, it shows everybody's backstories and compares Batman to Robin a lot, when the way their parents died and how Batman struggles because he doesn't want to train Robin because he doesn't want to be like him, but he is like him.
There's arcs at play.
Yeah, and Robin even ends up saving Two-Face at the end and doesn't murder him like he said he was, but then Batman just ends up murdering him.
Yeah, Batman straight up kills Two-Face at the end of this movie. And then turns to Robin and is like...
They do kill almost all of his villains in the same movies, so they didn't leave like a lot of room for villains to return in any sequels.
Did Jim lived though? He got a little warped at the end. His head gets all...
His head goes through some shit. I don't know.
But then he's just like, I'm Batman now.
I am Batman.
Who is Batman?
I'm Batman.
The Riddler. So Jim Carrey. We gotta talk about Jim Carrey a little bit.
Of course, Jim Carrey's the Riddler.
Jim. It's a great performance from Jim.
Yes.
His one of 2 superhero movies. We watched the other one already. But the first time we actually meet Jim Carrey's Riddler, the first time he is seen on screen, it is in the background of a Two-Face scene, and you can just see Jim in the background waiting for his cue to enter.
We're of 2 minds about what to eat first.
I hope you made extra.
There's a really good shot in this movie where Batman goes to bang Nicole Kidman finally, and she's like, I found someone else. And then Batman turns around and he gives a goofy-ass smile to the camera.
I love at the circus when he just like sort of loudly but pretty quietly tries to say, I'm Batman, and then gives up on it. Like the people around him would have heard him.
I'm Batman. I can definitely see why people don't like it, because I think the campiness is not everybody's speed.
Yeah.
But if you like appreciate the camp for what it is, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Pretty harmless.
I think if you are looking at it critically, like, yeah, you could find stuff. Like, it's pretty corny, but that's the point, so...
Jim Carrey, better as a villain or hero?
Better as a villain or hero?
You've seen Sonic, but we have this, we have Series of Unfortunate Events.
Yes. Him as a hero, basically any of his
other movies, yeah.
It's very tough, because anytime he's a villain, he usually plays a character.
Yeah, he's like...
Anytime he's a hero, let's say Bruce Almighty, yes man, he plays just himself.
Yeah.
But that's still very good because he's an
super
odd
compelling,
person.
Yeah.
I would say villain, I guess. Because he really does a good job.
I don't think I'm that familiar with his career, but I feel like when I do like him, it's more as a villain.
I'm kind of tossed up between this one, because it's like you said, I like him as a hero. But yeah, just for the sake of he's having a lot more fun as a villain, we'll go with that.
All right, final thoughts. Let's get him in. Let's get him in. Tyler, you're our guest. Give us final thoughts. Give us out of 10 stars. What do you think?
I would give it a solid 7, because I think it's something I could put on like pretty much whenever and enjoy it, like without having to think a lot, which is pretty much my ideal movie. It's just fun from beginning to end. Like everybody is like a pretty good actor in it. Like there's not really any like super weak links. My only reason I would ding it is I think Batman and Robin is way better.
I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna go 7. I was between a 6.5 and a 7, but I'm gonna err on the positive side because I really enjoyed this as just like pretty mindless, just a goofy Batman movie. I think people take Batman too seriously sometimes, and this movie remembers the roots. This is a comic book character. In the 60s, he's like straight up goofy until Frank Miller reinvents it in the 80s with Batman Year One. Before that, Batman was pretty goofy consistently, and this kind of remembers that, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So I say 7.
I'm in the same boat, guys. We are on the same wavelength. We have those things on that Edward had and sharing the wavelengths, I think. Because I'm at a 7 as well. I I thought it was pretty good. I had a good time throughout. All the action scenes are done really well. The lighting's cool. It's interesting. Performances are goofy and fun. Not everyone's cup of tea, but it's fun. You'll be interested throughout. You won't get bored. You won't have to see people dying. You won't take it too seriously. So I recommend watching it. It's probably my favorite out of the 90s Batman.
Riddle me this. There's my Jim.
That's your Jim impression.
There you go, Jen.
Well, I've been Ryan.
I'm Matt.
I'm Tyler. Have a busy night.